Let me do that. Wonderful. Let's see if the Wi-Fi will keep up here in Bali, because it's weather dependent, but the sun is shining. So I think we should be fine. Let's start in a comfortable seat, ladies. If you want to use something to sit on, I'm actually feeling like sitting on something. And it's so interesting, even for me, when I travel like this and I can't bring all my props, you know, you have to kind of decide what the minimum is you do bring, and then you improvise. You use pillows, you use things for instead of weights. So also just see how it feels for your body this morning. And if you prefer to kneel rather, then do that. And then settle into your seat. So as you know, I am part of this teacher's training here, which is predominantly FluidUs. And it's just very nice for me to share some of the new experiences I am personally also going through and learning. So in that light, while you have your eyes closed, I would like us to just tap into the beautiful element of water. When you think of water, what is the first image that comes up in your mind? Maybe for Jana, that's running in the rain. Maybe for Emma, that's, I think you also do the cold dips in the water. And just for a moment, surrender and lean back into the feeling of water. Swimming in the ocean, the support of your body weight, you almost become light when you're in the water. And the water here in Bali is a big symbol of purification, cleansing. But in many, many religions and mythologies and philosophies, it has an important place. Stay with your breath. Baptism, also a new beginning, a cleansing. And, you know, I would love to go into the ocean every day, but also taking a shower, just as almost going like, okay, I feel that I've got some energy that is sticking to me. Maybe this afternoon for you, Jana, as well. Like, let me wash that off. So it almost becomes a bit of a ritual of just washing and letting go of anything that might stick to your system or in your mind or in your heart. Stay with your breath. And the beautiful thing of water, when I think of a river, is that it bends. It's not linear. It finds its way, not in a straight line, but in an organic acceptance of its path and journey. I'm a Pisces, so water is I love the water, I love the ocean. So sit still for another couple of rounds of breath, and also just acknowledging that most of our bodies are water. So can we tap into the inner river of our being? Our bloodstream, the rivers of our lymph system. Stay with your breath. If you have an intention, maybe an attitude, something you'd like to invite, which will give you strength and grounding for wherever will come today. Or if you'd like to dedicate your practice to someone else that might need that little bit of extra support, just you thinking of that person or dedicating a couple of moments of movement and breath, devoting it to someone else is a beautiful gesture. Or inviting something for yourself. Patience, grounding, courage, love, fearlessness, whatever resonates with you. Trust. Bring it into your mind and your heart. And then bow your head towards your fingertips to seal that in. And then we move off our block so we can feel grounded through our sit bones, and cross your legs in the other direction. Settle in. And then bring your left hand down to the floor and the right arm up. But then let's first, in the FluidUs way, let it drop forward. Let it drop forward. And they speak about hugging your left heart into its cave. So there's like a little bit of a lift. And if that doesn't make sense yet, that's okay. I love the symbol of an elephant trunk. So your arm, your right arm, is a bit like an elephant trunk. So it's actually quite relaxed in a sense. And then breathe into the outside of your left flank. Breathe towards the left, that's your right side, excuse me, right side of your upper body. Feel the stretch. It's a nice lateral stretch. You can look down or you can have your eyes closed. 2 more rounds of breath here. Really breathe space into that arch, in between your rib cage. And then from the side flank, just roll yourself back up and over to the other side. Right hand lands. Now, traditional vinyasa, we really much go to the side. So here there's a bit of a, it's not a round, well, it is kind of a rounding, but it's a hugging in of the one part of the body. So it's a spiraling, a spiral, that's the right word. So there's a bit of a hugging in of the right side of the body. And then from that inner strength, we can soften the outside. So what I've learned on the mat over the last couple of days is that I'm very strong from the outside of all the years of exercise. But I now want to be curious about the deeper connection on the inside of the body, the deeper layers, the fascia, the connective tissue. And in order to strengthen that, softening of the outside of the body is required. So now really breathe into that left side of your body. Let your head look, or your eyes look down. 2 more rounds of breath. And then lift the outside of the body and come over your shins into a tabletop. Let your hands be a little bit in front of your shoulders. So yes, I have to say, learning this new practice of FluidUs has been quite frustrating, because it's like, okay, everything you've learned so far, throw it in the bin. Not really, but let's look at everything new, which is, you know, the frustration of learning something new. So be open to it and just see how it feels. You can tuck your toes and just let your hips hover and spread your sit bones a little. At the same time, hug your lower belly in. Now breathe in to round forward. Breathe out to open the sit bones and bring your bum back. So you're waving through the spine. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to round back. Maybe close your eyes and do this another 3, 4, 5 times. Rippling through the spine. Inhale. It actually feels delicious when you just let go of it having to be a certain way, and almost intuitively just follow the rivers and the movements. Yeah, 2 more times. Last time, breathe in. And then come all the way down towards the belly, breathe out. Look towards your feet and let your heels flop out to the side. Bring your fingertips onto the floor next to you. Breathe in. Now keep your bottoms, your butt relaxed, and slide your heart forward. So if it helps you to put your hands flat on the floor and you pull your hands backwards so your heart can lift, do that, or do that on your fingertips. Feel the rounding. Go as high as feels okay for the lower back. Take 1 more deep breath in. Soften everything down. Heels towards your bum. So your feet lift and they're close to your buttocks. Hands next to your rib cage. Lift your tummy so there's space between the mat and your belly. Breathe in. Back to your kneeling. Hands to heart center. Hips float just above your hips, and you can, or above your heels, and you can pulse your hips a little. Now spread the arms wide and let your heart lead forward. Come back, hands to heart center. 2 more times. Inhale, up and over, belly in towards the back of the spine. Heart blossoms. Exhale. Think white into the chest. Hands down, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your sit bones up. Now again, in order to soften what works for you, a slight bend in the elbow, maybe a little bend in the knee. A turn of the head just to feel into your neck and your shoulder muscles. Breathe into the nose, out of the nose. Now lift both heels and look a little forward. So your heart shifts forward and you look in between your thumbs. Bring your heels to the right and your knees to the left and you bend the knees. Yes. A side dog. Stretch into the lateral part so you feel again a big stretch on the left side of the body. And you can hug the right side of the heart a little in towards the rib cage. Back to center. Inhale, change sides. Heels to the left, knees to the right. Feel the openness and breathe. Inhale, back to center. Look forward, step to the top of the mat, walk to the top of the mat. So in FluidUs, the feet are hip width apart and the toes are a little in. And the weight is in the outside of the feet. If you don't feel comfortable with that and you just want to go your old way, feel free. Yes, and then you open up the heart, take a deep breath in. Hug your thigh bones in towards the pelvis and fold forward, soften the neck and shoulders. Inhale, rise, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands next to the body, soft bend in the knees, sit bones spread wide. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold, hips backwards, heart down, relax your neck, head and shoulders. Reverse skydive. So it's a little bit like a halfway lift, but it's more fluid. So you lift the back of the heart. It's like you've got big wings and then you wing your arms. So the back of the heart leads, the arms follow. So the movement comes from the core, from the inside of the body. 3 more times. Think where your heart is. Let your movements start there, and then the arms follow, and then the elbows follow, and then the wrists follow, and then the fingers follow. Up, elbows, wrist, fingers, heart, arms follow. 1 more time. Reverse skydive. Exhale, downward facing dog, hands down, feet to the back of your mats. Take a deep breath into the nose, and a nice sigh out of the mouth. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, step, jump, float to the top of the mat. Another reverse skydive. Breathe in. Left foot steps to the back of the mat. Breathe out. Knee comes down. You can even turn the hip a little down towards the floor. So there's a wrapping in of the left hip. Bring your right arm up towards the sky. Stay with your breath. Look down or look up, whatever feels good to your body. Take another deep breath in here. Low lunge, tuck your back toes and look forward. Take a deep breath in. Baby Hanuman, slide your left shin next to your right foot. That's it, Jana. Nice, nice. That's it. Nice, Emma. Good. Arms up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. Back bend. Exhale. Wing your arms open. Arms up. Breathe in. Make it wide. Exhale. We transition. Inhale. Up to the sky. Fold forward. Hands down. Press into the feet and bring your feet hip width apart. Inhale, reverse skydive or halfway lift if you prefer. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step walk the feet to the back of the mat. Shift the heart forward so it's parallel to the floor. Your knees can be bent. Feel the connection and the strength in the body all the way down to the floor. Exhale. Inhale, cobra pose. Lift your chest, keep your bum relaxed. Heels to your buttocks, lift your tummy. Press yourself back, downward facing dog. Fantastic. Inhale, bend your knees and look forward. Exhale, walk, step, jump, feet to the top of the mat. Reverse skydive, breathe in. Fold forward, breathe out. Rise to a standing, arms all the way above your head. Very nice. Fantastic. Hands next to your body, and your hands can for a moment come to heart center. Shift a little bit more weight towards your toes and the balls of the feet so you feel your heels are quite light. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hips back, knees forward, hug your thighs towards your pelvis. Inhale, reverse skydive. Exhale, right foot steps to the back of the mat. Drop the knee down and even turn that right knee a little in. So the right hip also descends and twists in towards the left leg, left arm up towards the sky. Yeah, that's it. Hold and breathe. So it's a lot of spiral kind of movements. Is how our fascia moves. It's very functional and very healthy for your body. Take a deep breath in. Hands down, low lunge, look forward, breathe in. Baby Hanuman, slide your right shin next towards your left foot. Good. Arms up to the sky. Open your wings, exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, wonderful. One more time to transition. Inhale, fold forward, hands down, feet flip and ground and find the floor. Inhale, reverse skydive. Exhale, fold forward. They call this vortex chair. So you bring your feet a little wider. And again, just feel the outer edges. So the toes are actually a little bit in. Your sit bones are wide and your thigh bones hug in towards your pelvis. The lower belly sucks up. So the back of the heart is soft. Take a deep breath in here. Shift the weight to the right and hug your left knee in towards. So it's similar to a single leg Tadasana. You're just twisting towards your leg that is up. Nice work. Okay, let's try their variation of tree pose, just to explore. Start to bend your standing leg and place your left foot on the thigh. I don't know how I can show this. Yes, that's it. Let me show that to you here. So it's actually, instead of being on the inside of the leg, it steps on the front. Yes. So the toes, good, good, good. And bend your standing leg. So it's, for us, it would probably mean somewhere between a figure four and a tree pose. Nice, nice. Feel the connection. Take one more breath in, bring the arms above your head. And then step that foot all the way to the back of the room. So the left foot is backwards, knees are bent. Wrap your left hip a little bit in. Arms come above your head. Take a deep breath in here. Bring your hands to heart center. Now twist towards the right and drop that left knee just above the floor. Nice. Back to center. Inhale. Drop the left knee and even the left hip while you move the right hip backwards. Two more times. Whoa, I can feel my leg go. Jana is making me that running schedule and it's working. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath in together, stay in your twist. Warrior two, exhale, slice it open. Right toes forward, left toes in. And let's keep our knees a little bent. So you can pulse forward and back. Hips move behind your rib cage. Arms come up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in. Bring the hands horizontal. Take a deep breath out. Good. Hold and breathe. Hug the lower belly in. So yes, there is a bit of a tilt of the pelvis or an opening in the back because the sit bones are spreading, but you're countering that with a lift of the lower belly towards the back of the heart. Reverse warrior. Bring the right arm up and over. Extended side angle. Right arm on the inside of the right leg. And now let's elephant trunk. So initially, obviously, these are new movements for you. And let's see if we keep integrating them into our vinyasa. When I'm home, we'll see, we'll see. For now, just feel into it. Hip moves back. Elephant trunk. So the outside is soft and the inside is like a spring. For 3, 2, 1. Arms up to the sky. Inhale. Warrior two to half moon, exhale. Shift the weight towards your right foot. Start to float your left leg up. We did this before. start to bend your left knee as if you want to bring it towards your face, and your left hand is going to press your leg away. Now feel the strength from your core. So the leg wants to come closer to your face while the hand is saying, no way, you're staying there. And that inner deep connection is what it's all about. Your left foot might even be floppy and relaxed. Keep looking down. Maybe you add on the left arm. So as you can feel with FluidUs, it's a lot softer from the outside, but there's a deep sense of connection on the inside. So you're strengthening your body in a very different way. Take one more deep breath in. Shiva squat, hook your left knee behind your right. Fingers to the floor or maybe hands to heart center. For 3, lower belly in towards the heart, hips back. 2, cross your left foot behind your right and just fold forward for a moment. Such a nice T-bend stretch. Maybe a gentle bend in the knees. You can even lift your toes a little. And walk your hands over to the right side. To the right side. Left hip moves back. Right hip moves forward. Shake a yes or a no with your head. Back to center, cross-legged crow pose. Bring your feet onto the toes. So you're really lifting your heels really nice and high. You can even turn your heels a little out so the toes are looking at each other. Ankles are still crossed. And then maybe it's easier to see from the front. It's like you're a ballerina. And then you slide your arms underneath your shin bones. Look forward, and start to just feel that you can lift the back toe. The ankles are still connected. Keep your ankles connected. Keep your ankles connected, because the pressure of the bottom foot, that would be your right foot pressing against your left, might help you to lift your feet off the floor. Give it another try. Yeah, looking good. Nice, girls. Hold for 3, 2. Uncross your feet. Come back into your forward fold, preferable with hip width apart. Inhale, reverse sky dive. Exhale, let it go. Let it soften as if there's wet, as if your body is wet. 2 more times. You know, when the water is just dripping off your body. Good. When you come just out of the ocean and you're like, oh, nice. Let it just wash away. Inhale all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Refine your breath. A bit of weight in the toes and the balls of the feet. They talk about the inner fountain. So it's a lift of the inner ankles, as if you feel a pull up in the inside of your body. On the inside of the ankles, towards the pelvic floor, a connection, lower belly to back of the heart, is feeling up and high. Vortex chair, come and sit into your vortex chair, feet can be, so it's a bit of feeling, quite intuitively just go, yeah, this feels okay for my feet to be here, and then sweeps from right to left, left to right. Bring the weight onto your left foot. Start to lift your right knee and you twist towards that leg. So the right heart moves back. Your front foot, your right foot is soft. We'll go into that tree pose again. So slowly bend your standing leg. And that's a plateau for the foot to land on. Yeah, you send your knee forward towards the screen. Arms can come up. So you almost feel like, hey, I can bounce here. I think the more I work with my colleagues here, the more I'm just fascinated about how much they know about the body. I've even started to implement it into my running, Jana. we can have a look at it together. Yeah, it feels very connected, integrated, almost smart and natural to move like this, rather than to force your body into a shape that doesn't feel natural. All right, take a deep breath in. Balance, release that foot behind you and step into your crescent lunge. A little shorter, a little bend, more bend, and the right foot can be out. Nice, arms reach up to the sky. So again, I think I've used this cue before. It's like you're on a bus and equal weight is divided over both legs. Lean a little backwards, take a deep breath in. First, connect to the heart and then twist over and let the right knee dip down towards the floor. Back up to the sky. Inhale. Hands to heart center, twist, hug your left heart in. Right hip can dip. 2 more times. Woo, my legs are shaking. Exhale. So the softness doesn't mean that we're not working hard. We're just working differently. Hold your twist. Take a deep breath in. Warrior 2, slice it open. Left toes a little in, right toes a little in, maybe bum a little back. So it's the bum back that is really good for my body. I can feel it. So if I want to stick my buttocks out and my upper body is a little forward compared to my heels. Arms come up, so I feel the center, feel the weight divided over both feet. Warrior 2, from that center, divide the weight of your arms next to your body. Sit bones spread, grounded through the feet. And here also that inner fountain. So you're lifting the inner ankles. You feel the strength through the thighs, through the core, through the groin. Reverse warrior, left arm up. Extended side angle, left arm down, right arm elephant trunk. So there's a bit of a bend in both knees. Breathe in, open up. Soften, but be strong on the inside for 3, 2. Stay in your extended side angle for just a moment. Breathe into the lateral part of your right body. Oh, ground and send your right sit bone a bit backwards. So the right sit bone is connected to the outer side of your right foot. Strong, 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 strong posture. Inhale, reverse, left arm up. Half moon, start to bring it forward. Feel your full half moon. So yes, the difference here in our older, it's still a way I like to practice. I just like to practice in different ways, is that full reaching and a full engagement of your fingers and your toes. So that's the outer body being strong. Now let's try to soften the outer body. Right hand comes to the thigh. You can use a block under your left hand if that works. Now the thigh wants to press forward. Now feel that connection to the core. Keep looking down for this variation. Oh, I hope you're sweating a little bit, but it's nice and warm here. Take another deep breath in. Shiva squat gently. Hook the right knee behind the left. Find a drishti and breathe. Another breath together here, ladies. Slide your right foot behind your left. Soft bend in the knee and let your head dangle down. A yes or no. And then walk your hands over towards the left side. Right hip can wrap backwards. So it's almost like your hips are moving in a clockwise direction. Right hip back, left hip forward. Let's try our cross-legged crow. So there you go. Onto your toes first. Your heels lift. You can use your fingertips to keep your balance. Then you walk your toes. So your big toes are looking at each other. The nails of the big toes. The other toes look at each other. Now bring your ankles closer to each other. So you're closing the gap between your ankles, which makes the gap between your knees bigger. Bend and then bend your elbows, almost like you want to bring your elbows down towards the floor. But then you change your mind and you find a connection between the shin bone and the back of the arms. The ankles are crossed, but the right toe might be light and the left toe might still be on the floor. This is such a nice way to find your crow because you still have that one toe on the floor. But your ankles are crossed, so your core connected, and then maybe start to lift your bottom leg up. Look away from your hands. You are amazing. You are amazing. Give it another try. Relax your head, Jana. Let your brain relax. Yes. For 3, 2. Land the feet hip width apart. Toes can be slightly in. Sit bones open. Knees are forward. Halfway lift. Reverse sky dive. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Place your hands back down towards the floor. 3 rounds of breath here. I mean, the flows are very similar. So if you're like, okay, I can honestly tell you the first time I did this practice, which is around 5 years ago with Carlos, I really didn't like it because I was used to Ashtanga, strong, clear alignment. And now I had to figure it out intuitively. What does that mean? But now I love it. And I feel how much my body loves it. No more cricks and cracks, much more space, and just a different way to approach our physical bodies and actually also the deeper layers of our being. Let's flow one more time and add on. So inhale. Actually, let's do a little bounces. I really like them. So start really small. Bring your heart a little forward. Start really small. Doing as if you're shaking the meat of your body onto the bones. Toing, toing, as if you're a spring. Maybe your hands go a little wider. Maybe you're like, okay, let me try. The little movements. Go slow. Take a little break. Rather go a little bit slower and go like, okay, breath in, heart forward, bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Okay, my feet lift. Maybe hop, hop, the feet kick into the air. Maybe hop, hop, the feet clap into the air. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Nice, Emma. That's it, Jana. 3, 2, step or jump to the top of the mat, feet hip width apart. Come down onto your knees and just for a moment, sit still, one palm on top of the other with the palms facing up. Close your eyes and feel that feeling of energy in the body, your heart rate, the breath, a bit of adrenaline. It's good to be alive. Grateful for our bodies, both arms, both legs, both feet. And I can't wait for you girls to actually meet. I'm just thinking you would get along. You're both very disciplined, very healthy. One day. Sure, Jana will come to Bali again. Bring your hands down towards the floor because Emma and Marley and Tonya are keen now. So we need to make it happen, hey? All right, down dog. Take a deep breath in, bend your knees, look forward. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Maybe step, maybe hop, maybe whatever feels good. Reverse skydive. Take a deep breath in. Melt all the way down. Flow, vortex chair. Feet a little wider as your hips. Bring the weight into your right foot. Start to lift your knee up. Left foot is soft. Look forward. So you're looking straight in front of you. Let's try that tree pose with a variation. So the right leg is bent. Sit bones reach back. Knee reaches forward. So they're moving away from each other. Nice. Left arm on the inside of the left thigh, and then let your right arm rest on your head. It looks relaxing, but it's actually, in a sense, it's more integrated, but you're opening up and really connecting to the deep, deep, deep layers of your being. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Keep looking down. Bring the knee back. Twist a little towards that knee and step back into your lunge pose. Gentle landing, reshuffle your feet. Take a breath in, arms up to the sky. Hands to heart center first and then twist over towards the right. Drop that left knee just above the floor. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Can stretch the legs a little longer. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Stay for the breath in. Warrior 2. Arms up to the sky to start off with. Feel into your legs. Arms come horizontal. Reverse warrior, up and over. Inhale. Extended side angle. So you can almost, like you want to go into a forward fold, round a little forward. Right arm finds the inside of the right leg in an elephant trunk. Your left arm up and over. Good work. Elephant trunk it back, reverse warrior, right arm behind you. Look down to the floor, half moon. Now left hand is already on the left thigh. Shift your weight towards the right foot and first hug the knee close in towards your chest. Yeah, so you're quite small and compact. Then you start to extend. Press your leg back while the knee wants to come forward. Open up, look down. Right hand can be on the floor or on a block. Left foot is actually soft, weirdly. Yeah, hug your lower belly in towards the back of the heart. Hold and breathe for 3, 2. We're adding on Shiva squat. Just a really high one, not close to the floor, but high. Yeah, drop your left knee and then come into a revolved half moon. So left hand down. As you can see, my left leg is bent. It's soft. My left hip wraps in towards the right thigh. Breathe for 3, 2. Hands down, foot down, 3-legged dog. Right leg lifts up towards the sky. Knee to your nose, exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog, lengthen. Right knee to the right arm, exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the left arm. Okay, pause for a moment. First, make sure that this back foot, which is your left foot, is flat on the floor, which might mean you have to bring both feet down and step your left foot quite forward. Yeah, left foot is flat, left knee is bent. Come back into your falling triangle. So the right leg comes underneath. Feel that you're grounded through your left foot and your right hand. This right foot can lift. This right foot can lift. And then elephant trunk, your left arm. Yeah, now pulse forward and back. See if your right shoulder is okay with this. So open the sit bones. Reach your left sit bone back. Hold, look down. Spread the outside of your left side of your upper body. Hug your right heart in, the right side of your heart, closer towards the back line of the body. Take a deep breath in. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a breath in towards your nose. And a nice sigh. Inhale, bend your knees, maybe some bounces. We'll meet at the top of the mat. Maybe a clap and a hop and a jump. Feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, reverse skydive. Exhale, surrender and melt all the way forward. Inhale, all the way up to the sky. Exhale, vortex chair, last time that we flow. So feet a little wider. I might show you from the back. So you'll notice that I'm sitting quite backwards. Sit bones spread. Your upper thighs, you can even physically take them with your hands and wrap them in. So they're kind of, but your knees don't come in. So the knees are actually staying where they are. Yeah, and then the bum goes back and open. Heart lifts. Good, nice. A little bit more weight to the right and the left. So the arms can be floppy and free. Feel that your heels are lifted. They call it eggshell heels. Nice. Weight into your left foot. Start to float the other knee up. Foot is floppy and light. Hug your right side of the heart a little in. Standing leg bends. FluidUs tree pose. Foot onto the top of the thigh. Yes, nice. Your knee sends forward away from you towards the screen probably. Right hand kind of lands really gently and softly on the inside. And then up and over with your elephant trunk and let your arm rest onto your head, look down. Sit bones back a little. So think a bit like Utkatasana almost, like chair pose. Very different. I'm happy, girls, that you're willing to play. We'll just see where we together will make a nice cocktail out of all the knowledge. It keeps evolving anyways. Our practices keep evolving. My teaching keeps evolving. It's just nice to do something new and different, or sometimes it's frustrating. And that's also okay. Okay, lift up, twist towards that leg that is up. Start to float it backwards until it lands very gracefully into a crescent lunge. Whoop! Yes, had to find my feet. Arms up to the sky. So feel what the body wants. Rather than the mind determining like this is where you have to go, the body might say, hey, let's go a little wider, let's go a little smaller. Good, take a deep breath in. Hands to heart center, drop that right knee just above the floor. Equal weight in both legs. Arms come up, let's do 2 more. Whew, those leggies getting stronger. In a safe way, take a deep breath in. Exhale, stay into your twist. A preparational breath in. Warrior 2, slice it open. Find your feet, both knees are kind of bent. So my left toes, rather than being straight forward, they're actually a little bit in also. And the right foot is slightly in. The hips move back. And then there's no real right or wrong. You just feel like, oh, hey, I'm quite stable here. Yeah, good. Arms come wide. Take a reverse warrior. Extended side angle. So almost with your left hand, try to touch the floor. Bring it on the inside of the left knee. And then the right arm also wants to clean the floor and lift it up. But from there, the energy is not down. Through the breath into that right lung, you blossom open the right side of your chest. Blossom open the right side of your chest. Breathe into the right lung. Elephant trunk, your right hand down. Head can even come forward, up and over to the other side. Keep your sit bones spread and the lower belly in. Ready, set, half moon. Let's start with that knee next to the body. Right hand presses the leg away. Right leg wants to press into the right hand. So the arm is straight, almost straight. Good. I'm shaking. Both knees are bent. Keep looking down. Blossom open the heart. Keep the sit bones open. Hug the lower belly in towards the back of the heart. Take a deep breath in. Shiva squat. Keep it high. Keep it high. So it's kind of a light Shiva squat, so you can transition into a revolved half moon. Right thigh hugs in. Outer right hip might even drop a little. Yeah, keep looking down. Keep your fingers soft. Amazing, amazing, amazing. For 3. Woo, wobble, wobble. It's new for the body. 2. Hands down, foot down. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Nice work. Knee to your nose. Exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Lengthen. Left knee, left arm. Inhale, there we go. 3-legged dog, left knee, right arm. So yes, we will come to falling triangle, but we first want to ground through the right foot. So I'm just going to place my left toes down so I can ground my right foot with the knee bent. So my right foot and my left hand are my anchors. From there, you can start to extend the left leg underneath you, an elephant trunk, your right arm. Nice arch. Equal weight almost. You can move a little bit more weight to the right foot, move a little bit more weight to the left hand, and go like, okay, okay, okay. And then from the center, where the weight is divided nicely, you can start to open the right side of the body. Look down, breathe for 3, 2, 3-legged dog, left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, runner's lunge, step the left foot to the outside of your left hand. Drop the knee, but instead of dropping it straight down, turn it in a little. So it's almost like you want to bring the outer right hip to the floor. So the heel, the right heel, is actually out to the side. And now breathe. Hands, I like to place my hands a little wider. Hands a little wider. Let the hips descend. Close your eyes. It's funny, Jana, because I know you're in South Africa, but we were obviously here together, and then we're texting. So in my head, you're still here. It's very funny. It's like, oh yeah, oh no, she's in South Africa. It's so strange. All right, lean into your right hand. Maybe even place it outside or on the edge of your mat. You may lift your right leg, just see if your knee is okay with that. And then bring your left hand towards the foot. Now, this is different from what we normally do. Start to bring your hips back towards your right sit bone. So you feel that by moving your hips backwards, hey, the sit bone can start to touch the heel if you can reach the foot, obviously. Otherwise, just leave everything as it is. Now from there, with maintaining that connection between the right heel and the right sit bone, you see where you can go forward and open up the left collarbone. If you lose the contact between the heel and the sit bone, just go back. So it's almost like you put some super glue between the hamstring and the calf. So you've got a little short leg, and then open up 3 rounds of breath. Slowly bring your hips back, release the foot. Hands come under your shoulders, wide-legged, half splits. Again, slightly different. I feel I'm going to move my right knee a little over to the right. Now you can touch your own body, bring your left hand and find your sit bone, that bone here. Now, when you pull the leg straight, you pull the sit bone back, and at the same time, you want to move your heart forward. You can come a little out of it, breathe in, relax your left foot, exhale. So creating length between the intention of bringing the heart forward and the left sit bone back. Ooh, Jana, you must love this. And then you can hold. If you want to keep holding onto your sit bone, do so. If you want to bring the hand to the floor or block. Notice how upright we are in our chest. FluidUs, Jana, is actually really good for you because it's good for everyone. But it's a lot on the posture and opening space here in the front. So we're not starting to round forward. That's what we tend to do. And then slowly bring the hands down. Step back to downward facing dog, swap legs. Right leg, just gently lift, look forward. Step the foot to the outside of your right hand. Look at the left knee, it turns in, and then you relax the foot. Maybe take a moment here to settle in, move it a little to the right and the left. So if you look at your left heel, it's actually falling out to the side. Stay here, maybe the hands a little bit wider. So the body, the weight of your upper body is actually supported by your hands. Woo, girls, breathe. I am very excited to start teaching a workshop on this. Soon, soon, soon. And then you will already have had a preview. You'll be the superstar, or superstars. Everybody is a superstar. But I do feel it's quite a subtle practice. And it's just nice to practice, like any practice, I guess. Practice, practice, practice. And you understand and feel and embody it more and more. All right, you can stay, or if you want to add that back leg, find weight into your left hand, maybe on the edge of your mat. Gently, you can even come out of the hips a little, lift your left leg, right hand finds that foot, and then let the heel kiss your bum by bringing your bum towards your heel. Bring your bum towards your heel. You're like, oh yeah, now my calf and my hamstrings are connected. So they call this a 0 degrees. You know how we do 90-90? In your left knee, there's a 0 degree. There is no degree. It's all connected. And that's the safest way to now start to stretch into that quadricep. So open up. Actually, it's like, you know, you want to learn more about running, you read magazines. I learn more about yoga and the body, and I love sharing it with you girls. I almost missed the session, and because there was a ceremony. There was a ceremony on the way. It was like, no, that's Bali, 285 ceremonial days. And the world just stops, and it is what it is. It's beautiful to see. Woo, keep with the breath. Slowly release, downward facing dog. Whew, stop all the way back. Make your down dog soft, knees are bent, elbows a little bit bent, soft head, neck and shoulders. And then come into a seated position, knees to the floor, and you can bring your hips next to your heels. And actually, let's come onto our backs. Rolling down, maybe holding onto the back of the knees. Ooh, over your sacrum, lower spine, middle spine, upper spine. Feet, nice and natural. No, just whatever feels natural. Place them down, up, there they are. And then start to sway your knees from left to right. Now bring your arms overhead rather than next to your body. So you're extending your hands, reaching away from the crown. The back of the hands can touch the floor. So you feel that there's a lot of space in the armpits, even in the side of the torso. Like you want to move your rib cage away from your pelvis, giving your pelvis and your lower back more space, and then move from side to side. Another 3, 2. We end up with the knees over towards the left side. Once you're there, bring your left hand onto the inside of your left thigh or onto the belly if you want to feel your breathing. Sometimes quite nice. And then send your right knee and your right hand away. So as much as your right hand is reaching up, your right knee wants to be far away from your right hand. Now this is quite active. My right hand is even off the floor. Take a deep breath in and now relax into it, but the intention is still there. Jana, this afternoon, try your hands onto your belly, and if you feel that things are getting a bit overwhelming, just take a couple of deep breaths into your belly. Will calm you down, and you're amazing. Lovely, Emma. Change sides, arms both overhead. Reach while the knees find the center. Keep reaching while the knees find the right side. Then release your right hand to thigh or belly. And let's do that active stretch. Your left hand and your left knee, they don't like each other. They're like, oh, I want to be far away from you. Take another 2 rounds of breath actively. And then on the exhale, stay and relax. Soften your toes. Both arms reach up, bring the knees back to center, happy baby pose. So you can choose stillness or movement. Maybe you roll all the way to the side. Maybe you roll all the way to the other side. Stretch one leg, stretch the other leg. Roll over your lower back. Find the middle. Stretch both legs. One. So it's not really like, okay, I am now going to move my heel to my bum. No, it's just like, okay, let me just, whatever, make some circles. It's just movement without really bringing your mind into the movements. Moving into a feeling, just feeling good. Yes. Now hug your knees into chest. Gratitude for a healthy body, a healthy mind, a strong spirit, an open heart. And then move into your Shavasana. I will get you out of Shavasana, but if you want to leave the meeting now or just, stay in Shavasana longer, feel free to do so. Thank you for being here. If I don't get to say goodbye to you, this is your time to decompress, to float away. And some days Shavasana is a practice and you want to get up, you feel you want to get up. And in that moment, just stay another couple of rounds of breath. And other days in Shavasana, you're like, oh, wow, that went fast. One is not better than the other. It's the subtle energy in your system, your subconscious, that we don't have to understand. There's more unknown out there than there is known. And even scientists, they say, the more I know I don't know anything. The more you know, the more unknown there is as well. And that's beautiful. Not having to know everything. It's a softening, a surrendering, a trusting. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Stretch your arms overhead. And for a moment, just thank yourself for having started your day like this. They say the way you start your day determines the rest of your day. And I know, because I know you girls quite well, that you believe in that, because we're all kind of early birds and we prioritize our self-care immediately in the morning. Start off with a connected, healthy, awake body, which helps with our mind, our mood, gives us strength and also softness. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Wiggle a little from right to left, left to right. Roll onto a side and then gently come back up into a seated position. Kneeling or cross-legged. Notice the water around you and know that water is healing. That water is healthy. We drink a lot so we can stay healthy. It keeps us clean so we don't get sick from the outside. But it can also, in a ritual, really release any energy, a new fresh start. If something sticks on you, you've had a difficult conversation or a difficult part of your life or day, wash it off. Like they do here in Bali. Thank you for joining me from all the way from South Africa. Sending all my love. Namaste. Bye, girls. Oh, bye, Emma. Have a good day. I'll see you next week.
You too. Have fun. Bye, darling.
Bye. Bye. Tatiana, bye.